Hello, my dear student. Dear, welcome back to my channel. This is Lakshmi tutorial. Now, I'm going to explain about genetics. Genetics is the branch of the biology that deals with the study of heredity and transmission. About whatever we have some hereditary transmission from our parents, and it was by study through heredity genetics. And by genetics, we means by genetics, father of genetics is known as Georg Johann Mendel. He was an Australian scientist. He was born in the year 1822, and he he formulated the three laws of the genetics, that is law of unicator, law of segregation, and law of independent assortment. For this forming the three laws, he studied on a pea plant, that is scientifically is known as pisum sativum. He worked for 6 years in the from 1859 to 1864. He worked on the garden pea plant. By considering many characters such as height of the axial position, color, port, by considering the seven character, he studied the uh, contrasting genes of the separation sativum, and he was and in 1866 he published, but in 1866 he worked 6 years in the garden pea plant, and but during the time the Charles Darwin theory of selectivity was very known, and Mendel died in the year 1884. He died. He worked so hard, but he died before knowing his work, because it obscure of statistic data, and during that time, Darwin natural selectivity was very famous. So when he died, his work was not discovered. After his death, three scientists named D. Breeze from Holland, Corren from Germany, and Tserhmak from Austria work against to the uh, Mendel's law. Mendel's work, and in 1900, the three scientists worked on the Mendel experiment, and it was published in 1901 by Debris, and from this his Mendel work was discovered. Mendel formulated three laws. There is laws of unique character, law of dominance, law of segregation, and law of independent assortment. By law of unique character, whenever we consume any organism, there is just something that give the contrasting character, that was called the gene. uh, all our phenotype are expressed through the gene, and he called it gene, a law of dominance in a plant or organism. uh, the the one that governed, that was expressing the trait was the dominant, and law of segregation. The gene remain together, and segregate at the time of gametophosis, and carrying and expressing of the genes was independent of the two genes, that is whether it will be dominant or recessive. Has no, it has no disturbance, but it can be expressed Thank you for what. Now next I'll bring our next I will do other topics. Thank you for watching my video.